iPhone 13, right? So we've seen
Yeah.
some early rumors. Now there's been some leaks on Weibo. So there was some CAD designs that were released last week, right? And now we've actually had a physical iPhone 13 mini prototype, or whatever you want to call it, that has been leaked, which is quite a detailed image as well. Now, here's the thing. I mean, we already knew that because the iPhone 12 had a fresh design, right? So it's got the flat edges. We're not gonna see a complete overhaul of design anytime soon, right? We knew that it's going to be an incremental update. Now, what we see on this leak is that the camera, I mean, the design is generally the same, right? We've got the flat edges, etc. But the camera module, instead of having the primary and ultra wide camera stacked up and down, it's actually diagonal, right? So that's a slight sort of design tweak that we can see there. The back, I mean, you can't tell if it's actually glossy or if it's matte. They might be going for a matte finish on the iPhone 13 mini and the iPhone 13. So that's something to kind of wait for. But I mean, it's still very early and we're already seeing what this is going to potentially look like, which is what I was mentioning earlier on. So iPhone 13, the other thing that's interesting to me as well is that we've been hearing that iPhone 12 mini hasn't been doing so well. But considering that we've seen it in this leak, it looks like regardless, Apple is still carrying on with it and they're still going to sell it in the form of the iPhone 13 mini, right? And to me, that says that even though they might not have sold huge numbers, there is still interest there for a mini model, right? So for them, if they're already creating this, they're creating the iPhone 12, it's not that, because I mean, most of the components internally are exactly the same, right? It's just, you're still going to have the same chip, you're going to have the same camera modules, etc., etc. So just making a smaller version for them actually makes it sound like your starting price is lower, firstly. So $699 instead of $799. And even though it's not a huge market like the iPhone 12 and the Pro models, it's still big enough for them to justify doing another one. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.